Bill Jones, RE/MAX Unlimited Results Realty, coming to you with another quick video tip, and also who's the winner of our $25 gift card to a downtown business. You gotta stay tuned to the end of the video to find out. We got our winner, but if you didn't win this time, we got a lot of contests coming up in the near future. Please check on back or like us on Facebook. It's RE/MAX Unlimited Results Realty. You can find us there. Tell more about that as we come up here. The video today, what is going to win you a multiple offer situation? This video doesn't apply to everybody. This is our active buyers looking in the market right now. It's very aggressive. If you get a new home and a good price point, not uncommon to end up with multiple offers. What is a multiple offer? That means you're a seller, you got a property, you put it on the market, you end up with more than one offer, obviously multiple offers. What that does to you as a buyer, if you're looking to buy, a lot of times what will happen is the selling agent will come back to the buyer's agent and tell your buyers, we're in a multiple offer situation, we're looking for highest and best. Highest and best means what are the highest and best terms you as a buyer are willing to offer to that seller. Doesn't necessarily mean highest price. There's a lot of things that go into that. We'll get into that. This video is not so much about writing an offer, the basics of that. We'll cover that at a later time, or if you have some questions about that, feel free to call us, contact your agent. They can go over the basics of that. This is more how are you going to win that multiple offer situation? What makes your offer the best to possibly win you the home you're trying to buy? With that, first write a good offer to begin with. The days of lowballing a lot, if it's a property that's been on the market for a while, sure, you can try to get yourself a deal, but if it's a hot property, you're gonna know it. You wanna write your offer well, write the best offer you can. Especially if you know it's a multiple offer situation, you're gonna end up there, because just because a seller receives multiple offers doesn't mean they need to go back to each buyer and say, here's your second chance, give us your highest and best. You may only have that one shot, so you want to present a good offer to begin with. And good isn't always just price. If it's a home seller that they've they've owned for years, or even if they own it just a couple of years, a lot of times people put a lot of money, the blood, sweat, and tears into a house. It's a property they cared for. If it's a bank-owned property, the banks don't care. They're just looking to net as much as they can, or get a property closed as fast as they can. So a lot of times that's cash offers, short terms. So a lot of times cash is king. That goes the same even with your traditional home seller. They want to net as much as they can, obviously, and you as a buyer want to get it as affordably as you can. But it's just also terms can be a big determinant then too. That's what we're going to talk about now. Price. Give them a good price. What are you willing to spend on a property? Obviously, the more you offer, the more appealing your offer is going to be to that seller, but you don't have to give away the farm to get a property necessarily. There's a lot of other things that that are involved with an offer. Inspection time for it. We always recommend you get an inspection. If you're living in the country, you want your septic and well inspection, things along that line. In town, we recommend to hire a professional company. We can recommend several of those to you. Get that professional inspection so you know the home you're buying, you're comfortable with the home you're buying, that it's something you're going to be satisfied with. So there's not any of those potential problems or hidden dangers that you're not necessarily seeing. We as agents try to point out what we see, but we're not home builders, we're not home inspectors. We just get into a lot of homes, so we would recommend you always get a home inspection. But that being said, shorten that time frame up. You don't necessarily need 14 days, or we got an offer the other day, the person wanted 21 days to do a home inspection. That to a home seller, that pulls their home off the market. They're taking themselves away from the other marketable buyers that are looking to buy that home. So you don't necessarily want to leave that window open so long. If you need the extra time, you can always ask for an extension, but keep that time frame short. Keep it, if you can keep it within 5 days, 7 days, check with your home inspector, see when they can get in there. That shortened time frame will certainly make your offer a lot more appealing. Other things like time of possession. If someone's living there now, that's their home, that's where they live, wife, kids, family, dog, whatever. They live there now, so when closing happens, some of our buyers will come in asking for immediate possession. So if you're looking to buy that house, I'm, Mr. and Mr. Home Seller, I live in this house now, I want to make sure that the home closes before I move on to my next home possibly. So if you're asking for immediate possession, your offer looks a little less appealing to me as the home seller. So you want to give a little bit of time. That doesn't have to be, several weeks, several months. Maybe give them a couple weeks, month, whatever you're able to do them to make that offer look that much more appealing. Do it, see what you can get in there. The terms, cash is always king. That's always the best way to make it happen there. Conventional loans, second best that I can make it work. Your FHA, USDA, VA, I'm not trying to say those are not good programs or great programs, but they do potentially cause hiccups to the home seller. Simple things, peeling paint, handrails, just stuff like that. If a home seller has model offers and there's a cash, a conventional, or a couple offers like that, even if they're just conventional, and you're the FHA, VA, USDA loan, your offer may not be as appealing. Maybe you offered even more. That's very well possible. You could offer more money, but they may take the cash offer, the conventional loan, just because it's less. So you want to make that as appealing as possible to the seller so that they know that they're, other things you can do with that then too, offer to do some of the work. If you're willing and capable and able to do some of that work that may need done for that home to qualify, offer to do that, offer to pay for some of it. The seller doesn't have an unlimited checkbook that they can just fix anything that FHA, VA, USDA is going to ask to be fixed. So maybe if you're willing and able to do some of that sweat equity or put in the work with the paint, or maybe even pay for some of the repairs yourself if it's a home you're buying, sometimes that will make that much more appealing. So make sure you get that stuff written into your offer. I'm not saying, again, for all offers, this is strictly for that multiple offer situation or a home that you're really going to want to compete for. If you love the home well enough to write an offer, you want to make sure that you're going to step up and really try to get it there. Just put in those simple terms just to make your offer that much more appealing. Here we're getting into some of the finer details here, some of the little secrets, some of the agents that might not like to get out there. You want to make sure you're working with a good agent, aggressive agents that know how to write these offers, especially in a multiple offer situation. You want an aggressive negotiator up front and during the process. Maybe, and again, this is just for multiple offers, this isn't for all your offers, offer a non-refundable earnest money, something along that line. This is one of the three kind of main tricks here with this, little tips with it. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have to lose that money. If you're willing to purchase that home and you're the winning bidder, if that seller is taking your offer and looks at that and they know you're serious, that you're willing to put down $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, depending upon the property, what you're doing, that's non-refundable, barring any circumstances that the seller can't sell to you, title work, something along that line. If it's something on your end as a buyer, you are eliminating those possibilities and putting money on the table that the seller could get. If you, for some reason, back out, can't work through the property there's a lot that goes into that. Just don't go do that without some advice from a professional agent. You want to make sure you know what you're doing with that. But that is an appealing option to the seller. The sellers like to see some of that. They know you got some skin in the game, know that you're serious. The second is the love letter, the cover letter. Put something on that property, that home seller's put a ton of time and energy and money into that property. If you've got that letter, and again, you don't have to do this with all that, and if it's a bank home property, the bank doesn't care. But if the guy's lived in a home for 10 years, 5 years, 30 years, you get that letter, hey, my wife and kids, or my husband and wife and dog, we love the backyard, we love the home, we're going to take such good care of it, we're going to live here forever. Please consider us for your home purchase. We can help you draft those letters up. Your agent can. You can probably see a lot of the stuff online. You see it on a lot of the TV shows. That does work with some sellers. So if you want to appeal to them, appeal to their emotions, not only financially, but then emotionally then too. Let them know you're going to take care of their home and you love it. You're willing to step up and try and buy it. Another, probably the most secret one I'm going to tell you right here. Here's the nuts and bolts of it. An escalation clause that you're going to put in your offer. I can't get into a whole lot of detail with that right now. I could do a whole different video on that alone. You need to talk to your agent. A lot of agents don't even know what this is. The escalation clause, that means that you're going to structure your offer in a way, even in a multiple offer situation, that you could still be the winning bidder. You can keep your offers maybe on the side where you're more comfortable, work it up to where you want or are willing to go to and work it into your offer. Again, not everybody's going to know how that works. Some are not even going to be aware of how that works. Please, please, please talk to a professional when you're writing that up there. You want to make sure you're getting that written up correctly. We can help you with that. Give us a call. We'll walk you through that. Talk to your agent. And again, just to wrap up, start with a good offer. You want to make sure that your offer looks good. Is it appealing to the seller? Do they like what they're seeing? Just start with that. Don't try to come in lowballing. If it's a house of your dreams and man, you're really working towards it, you could give them a good fair offer to start with there. They might just take it, and that could close that window. If you've got an offer that is acceptable to the seller right from the shoot, your first offer is good and they're willing to jump on it, fantastic. If that home's only been on the market for a day, couple days, a week, and you've got a good presentable offer to begin with, that could very much shorten your negotiation time. Maybe eliminate some of those other offers that would come along. If you get in that window early, make it good enough to where you can either get it accepted straight away or negotiate quickly and get it done. That all the better for you. You're limiting those other buyers' option to come to the table to end up in a multiple offer to begin with. Stick with it. I can't believe this has happened a couple of times too. If you're willing to put an offer in on a property and you love the house, you want to try to buy it, you're working through it, then stick with it. Even if it is a multiple offer, don't let that scare you away. I've seen so many times where offers have come in, people say, they put an offer in, next thing you know, they're in a multiple offer situation, and they say, forget it, remove our offer, we don't want to compete anymore. And a lot of times, not all the time, but some of the times, that offer is the best offer. Just because your multiple offer doesn't mean it's going to sell for $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 more than list price. Sometimes they still sell for less than list price, sometimes more if there's multiple offers, but just stick with it. We just had one just very recently. Actually, we've had a couple of them here recently where the person had put an offer in, end up in a multiple offer situation, they say, forget it, withdraw our offer, we're done. And in a couple of those cases there, they would have probably been one of the top offers, if not the offer they picked. We do our best to try to make that, to get everybody on the table, to try to get everybody to be able to have a shot at purchasing, whether we're working for the seller or the buyer. The sellers, we're trying to net them as much as we can. If we're working for just the buyers, we're trying to get the home bought as affordably as we can. But if you're willing to step up and purchase a home, all it's going to take you is another day, 2 days to try to close on that home or try to close that deal. Make your offer good, and for goodness sake, please just stick with it. I cannot stress enough that another day or two there could just get you to the home that you've really been fighting for. Write the terms again, just as best as you can, just from the get-go, and go with it. So here's what you've been waiting for. The winner of our contest. Well, real quick, we had our video March 16th we put out last week, talking about the lack of homes on the market, or the very few homes that kind of plays into this. How few homes that are on the market right now. Our agents were working hard over the weekend. We ended up with 6 new listings that we ended up with just over the weekend there. So we're working hard. We're trying to get those homes on the market. So if you're considering selling, now's a good time. Fantastic market for it. So the winner of the contest, what you've been waiting for, and if you did not win this time, don't worry, we've got a lot of different contests coming up there. We'll continue kind of doing this stuff. Everybody seemed like they had fun with it. The way you got into this contest, it started March 2nd. This was our Find Land in Seneca County. We got several people looking to build in Seneca County, looking for land, looking to purchase that. And we put a contest out there to share that video from March 2nd, looking for Seneca County land opportunity. What you had to do is like our page, RE/MAX Unlimited Results Realty, and share that post, and that puts you in a contest to win. We had just over 40 people share that post, put them into a drawing. We eliminated, myself, the agents, the other couple people here that have shared that post and just went with the general public. Anyone else that has done that. And our winner is of our contest downtown. You win $25 gift certificate, is the one and only Chad Collins is our winner of that contest. So congratulations, Chad. Give us a call. We'll reach out to you at some point here too, and get you a $25 gift card to any downtown business, restaurant, service provider, anything downtown. You're the winner. Stick around. Make sure you check back for our future contests, and we'll go from there. So if you need to reach us, call us anytime, 419-443-7653. That's 443-SOLD. You can find us anytime at remaxtiffin.com, and like and share us on Facebook, RE/MAX Unlimited Results Realty. Talk to you soon. Take care.